I'm Saxon ASMR, and welcome to my first video. Today, I think I'm going to be talking about how I got into ASMR and what kind of led me to starting this channel. So, um, I guess I've been watching ASMR for about 2 years now, and before I really understood it, it just seemed very weird to me. I think that's kind of understandable because it's very much a niche. Um, but I had a couple friends who I found out were kind of closeted ASMR listeners, and they kind of like hid the fact that they listened to it. Um, but I think the first time I really experienced ASMR was the Cardi B ASMR interview. It's a really famous video. It's kind of, it's pretty good. But I thought it was funny. Like, ASMR was just this weird thing. And, Cardi B is just such a character. So, I was watching it and I was already kind of tired. And I had earbuds in, and it was just, like, in that moment, I understood. It just made sense. So I didn't immediately get into it, but it was after that video that it kind of became more of a reality to me. I think the first ASMR artist that I could really watch comfortably was ASMR Zeitgeist. He has a lot of really creative and colorful ASMR. He explores a lot of different ways to make sounds, and I think what kind of was I think what made it more okay for me was his production quality. It wasn't like some dude in front of a mic like this. It was more like it felt more like a job, I guess. And to me, it wasn't as it made more sense, I guess. But what really got me exploring more ASMR artists was when I discovered ASMR or JoJo ASMR. He's really funny, and I just enjoy his stuff a lot. I think my favorite content he's come out with is the Worst Reviewed series. It's a lot of fun, and I think he has some really great content in there. But I think my biggest inspiration to start an ASMR channel has to be Sufficient Whispers. His content is by far my favorite. I think it might just be the way he sets up his audio. Something about the way he whispers just really, it's what does it the most for me. I think what's funny is the ASMR content that works best, because honestly, I don't really get tingles from anything anymore. But what does give me tingles the most, or at least used to, is things I hate in real life. Like anything that would annoy me in day-to-day life. If I go and find that in ASMR, that's usually what gives me tingles, at least for a little bit. Mouth sounds, that's the biggest one in my opinion. I cannot stand people like chewing or just mouth sounds when I'm like talking to somebody. And I was so against that kind of ASMR content. But once I kind of got into it more and like experienced it for the first time, I realized it worked better on me. And I think ASMR in general has kind of taught me that you gotta try things out that you may not like, I guess, or don't think you like, because it could surprise you. Honestly, I wish I had discovered ASMR sooner. I have trouble with sleeping and getting to sleep on time, throughout high school, I had a really bad insomnia. Um, but after I discovered ASMR, it really helped calm me down and get in the mindset for sleeping. Um, so I'm super grateful for the ASMR community. There's a couple people who have really kind of carried the community. I think the first person that comes to mind is definitely ASMR GB. She has a lot of like collabs, and she really helps out smaller creators. I think she's pretty awesome. But the reason I actually wanted to start ASMR, well, I don't think I have a lot of great reasons. But me and my friends kind of always joked about me starting an ASMR channel, and I don't know. I've done YouTube in the past, and I kind of want to do it again, but I don't really think like gaming content is something that I can do with it still being very enjoyable. But ASMR is kind of like a fun hobby that I would I don't know. It's calming. It's calming to do, and it's calming to listen to. I really enjoy it, and I really wanted to give it a shot and see kind of how I fared, I guess. I think, the easiest triggers to get into are probably like the tapping and tapping on different objects and things like that. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna start with. But I hope it works out. Not successful wise, but just that I'm able to create stuff that I enjoy and that my friends enjoy. I think I think another thing is my friends who don't understand ASMR. This is going to be pretty embarrassing because as somebody who kind of thought it was super weird before I understood it, I could definitely see it being weird if one of my friends was to start producing that content. But I'm still putting Saxon in the name. Like that, I go by Saxon on everything. Like I stream with Saxon, and it's just all my usernames. And I considered not using it for my ASMR channel, but I kind of want to be able to grow an audience from it, even if it isn't something that anybody likes. Cause I don't know, you never know, I guess. So I'm gonna be a little embarrassed once my friends find this because it's pretty hard to understand. I think if you don't know what ASMR really is. But I hope they go easy on me. Yeah, one of my biggest concerns has to be the settings. There's a lot of intimidating profiling that you have to do for your sound for it to be good. And I have a really noisy computer, and it's a Blue Yeti. Obviously, not the best for background sounds and things like that. So it's gonna be pretty low quality until I can figure some of this stuff out. And I definitely expect to have some rough first videos or experiences. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything too niche for my first video. Well, obviously, it's just kind of a whisper ramble. So I'm starting with an Old Spice body spray can because I think it's pretty easy. There's a lot of good sounds here, both with the metal and the plastic. Another reason why I wanted to start an ASMR channel is that I've kind of been doing my own little homemade ASMR. I'll be cleaning my room, and then I'll just start tapping on things, and I kind of like how things sound. Or having something in my cart, and I just kind of, I don't know, make some sounds with it first. And I think it's a weird habit that I'm forming, but I think it's pretty perfect for being an ASMR artist. ASMR artist, excuse me. I think something that I've realized as I have started listening to more ASMR is that I think I kind of like lower end productions. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but like newer ASMR artists who don't have everything figured out quite yet, I enjoy. I don't know, something about like a mic without all the settings working, or somebody who doesn't really know how to do their triggers right. I don't know. I think it goes back to me being annoyed. I don't know why. I think me being annoyed is a big part of what triggers my ASMR. So when I first got this controller, I was really excited because I needed a controller with more inputs on it for PC gaming. But this is the Razer, like the Razer Wolverine Tournament Edition, I think. And I wanted a controller that I could push to talk in certain games with. It was a little bit of a letdown because the inputs can only be mapped to other buttons on the controller. It's still convenient for some games, but it is an L. However, when I first unboxed it, I was making sounds with it for like 30 minutes. Its inputs are mechanical, and they have a very fun controller sounds to them. There's different switches, like for enabling the trigger stops, and the additional bumpers are mouse buttons. So I really wanted to make an ASMR video just so I could use this, and it will definitely be coming back if it sounds halfway decent. There's just something soothing about controller sounds. I don't know what it is. I've always enjoyed them. And here's the box that it came in. Wolverine Tournament Edition, I was right. I think boxes are another thing that's kind of an easy move. They have really good tapping sounds. I'm not exactly sure how long I want to make this video. I think I should be shooting for 10 minutes, as it is the YouTube way. However, I don't think I should be making it super long, because I know this isn't going to be a perfect video, and I don't expect people to try to fall asleep to something like this. Maybe it's just on the list before, or maybe it gets 2 views. But either way, I'm enjoying making it. So. I think I probably shouldn't be naming this after any of these triggers. Because but more of this is going to be a ramble than any of these triggers. Um, so I probably should stick to more rambling than triggers. Now that I think about it. Like I said, this is more for me. I just really wanted to kind of play around with making ASMR sounds. Just an excuse to do it. So, honestly, in the long run, I'm probably going to be embarrassing myself more than I end up making good ASMR. But, oh well, this is a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do more. Another big concern for me was the intro. I think I wanted to keep my intro consistent even with the first video because that's kind of a point of pride. But there's so many YouTubers out there. I didn't want to run the risk of like stealing somebody's intro. And I know that's kind of dumb, but some people are some people feel pretty protective of their brand like that. So I'm fine with changing my intro if somebody's not okay with that. It's actually funny. The reason I started watching Sufficient Whispers was I accidentally clicked on his video, and he started it with the what's popping intro. And I'm a huge fan. I actually say what's popping every day. It is one of my favorite things to say because one of my friends said that in high school like all the time, and it's just ingrained in me. But I'm not gonna. I need to be original, and so I think I'm just gonna go with something simple that still sounds good with ASMR. Like hey guys, welcome to the video. I think it's definitely not original, but it's the type of thing that you really can't claim, I guess. And I don't know. I think if I do it long enough, it could be my thing. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'm very nervous to see how this turned out. I have a feeling it's not gonna be as impressive as I think it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you again soon. Alright,